Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of the day it is that you're listening to this. My name is Yvette Wanzu, and welcome back to the Walking with Wanzu podcast. How are you? How have you been? Has life been kind to you? It's been treating you good? Tough times? I'm sending you love and hugs nonetheless. Welcome back to the podcast. Enjoy listening. Hi guys, welcome back to the podcast. How are you? How have you been? I am so happy and grateful for the feedback that I've been getting. It's season 4. Who thought we would get here? And it's yet another episode, and I'm joined here with my good friends Ciru and Olave. And today we want to talk about something that all of us have been through, but we never like to talk about. Anyway, I could go on and on and on, but allow me to allow my girls to introduce themselves by all means.
Hi everyone, my name is Ciru. Climax is Ciru. Thank you for inviting me back.
Have you been? Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you.
And to the right, my fabulous name is Olave Orawo. Yes, I'm so grateful to be back for a second season.
Thank you girls for making the time to come. Unajua,
You're welcome.
mnasikia weird ukiwa grown na mnaitwa girls. Ama it makes you feel young.
Girls.
I love it. I'm still a girl. I'm a young girl.
Thank you ladies for making the time. In this hectic Nairobi and in adulting the way it's inatupeleka mbio, I don't take it for granted that you make time to come on here and record.
Yeah.
So today we want to talk about clowning stories. And I think we've all had those things that we've done in the name of love that are so cringe. When looking back, you're like, was I drunk the entire relationship? Was I high on something?
Yeah. So long as you're in love, true.
As long as you're in love, true. I mean, we live and we learn.
Sometimes we don't learn. We just live.
Mapenzi sumu.
You would think the older you get, you get woke. But it's like the clowning even gets more intense. It's like clowning on another level.
It's clowning plus cringe.
It's love.
You are aware. Huh.
It is
love. It is love.
Love,
yeah, will you?
Because I have clowned. Hey, I think I am the king of clowning.
You're the SI unit for clowning.
Hey, let me take the other day I sat down like this and I got so mad at someone, one of my ex.
Yeah.
And because of the thought, this person, the extent to which I have clowned, I was like, what the hell? I was so mad at myself, not even him.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't believe, when you sit down and you take a step back after it and you look at yourself from another person's eyes, you will cringe.
The problem with clowning is you never notice while you're in it. It only takes after you look back. In retrospect, it's just cringe.
It's so cringe. Some things we do when we're in love are so detrimental to the bride. So guy, I can the way people look at me here and you look up to me. Some things I have done when I'm in love. It's what is kusema tuko WhatsApp group. Because where it's rough.
Do you guys think that men have ever clowned? Do men clown?
Men clown, but that they I think men have perfected the art of knowing that nice guys finish last. So the huge lot of what we deal with are not the nice guys.
I feel like men have clowned for me.
They have?
So I'm not mad, yeah.
Apparently, I feel like they
are. Coming from your book.
No, they say there are people. I keep telling people, even when I had low self-esteem, me, I knew. By the time you're done with me, you're going to regret your whole life. I say I'm not memorable. If you walked into a room and I was there, you will not remember me. But the minute you interact with me, I swear to you, even dementia won't make you forget.
Hey, there we go. And it is on that minute.
I
ladies and gentlemen, that we can turn the home. What more?
I like that because I say that as well. I'm usually like, anyone who's dated me will always come back. At some point of their life, they will. And let me tell you, all of them they've always come back. Currently, there's one who came into my DM, onto my post, and he commented something. I was like, oh, okay, you're still here.
I see.
Oh, I see you.
Okay, but what about the ones that never come back?
They all come back, sweetheart.
They do.
Oh,
they do. Okay. Well,
I
won't hold my breath because
they all come back. They still wanna have a taste of Climax with Ciru.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Climax.
Climax. If you people are sleeping on that podcast, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Anyway, so I think the best way to go about this conversation is to discuss maybe that one. You can mention one or two of the relationships that you had that those breakups that really fucked you up. Like even now when you look back in retrospect, unafikiria tu where that really it even
Where?
kind of altered the way you love or how you view certain things. So let's take it back to that one relationship that you had that really either messed you up or really gave you, because out of our greatest heartbreaks comes the best lessons that we have in life and then how we move. Kama mnasikia background noise, guys, it's always when you're recording that the neighbors want to be loud. Everybody in your house is busy. The elevator is going off. So just bear with us, bear with us. So yeah, let's take it back to that one relationship or that one heartbreak, or even two that you remember that was a pivotal point in how you viewed love and then where you were clowning extensively.
Oh, you guys are clear. Me too. I'll start with this.
Are you start? See, whatever you're the clowning
Eh.
when there is a unity of clown.
Ndo hiyo.
Twende kazi.
Now, I have to. Let me start with my first one, and then we'll go to the next one because there's something about it. No, the current.
Mm-hmm.
So with the current, well, guys, let me tell you, I was funding relationships.
In this economy.
I will get a call.
Illuminati.
Hey, mama, do you have 9,000?
Umesema mama nikajua ni nani.
Yak.
So your mama.
I hate that. Never call me mama.
Who's your mother?
I hate
So
that.
your mama for wash.
God, please, please, from there. I'm gladly, I will be as long as there is money. As long as there is money.
Yeah.
So I will get her a text or a call. Hi, mama, I need 9,000 for 1, 2, 3 things. Hey, and I will send gladly. He will return the cash, yes, but the thought and idea that I used to send my money to fund people's relationships and to fund and sponsor abortions.
You were financing your
I
co-wives.
was financing my co-wives.
Marriage
Now
stocks
about
is
wives.
standing
Mother-
on your finance, on your bank account.
People. There is a chick who went for Soul Fest last year and I did not go because
Yeah.
niliitishwa pesa and I funded and
Kuna
I
Soul
got
Fest ingine this year.
And we
just
love
in case.
Sauti Sol by the
And-
way. No, hakuna ubaya.
and just and just this year I mean not this sorry this week I was so mad at this person because I started a business to sell booze in events. And this man rode on that business, and I've always been that supportive girlfriend. We were talking yesterday about wife materials,
Yeah.
and I have always been that woman who supports her man in every single way. If I start a business, it is ours. I am seeing the long term relationship with you. We are getting married. We are doing this thing together as a couple. We are one. When the Bible spoke and said that a man and a woman shall come together and that they shall become one.
It's giving Proverbs
You were that
31.
woman.
It's
For
giving
I
Proverbs.
was that woman. And I started this biz and I called him this day and I was like, babe, let's do.
Yeah.
It was all my cash. There's no money that he brought in there, but we were doing this as a unit. Hey, Sembuse guys, I get a call. Yes, we do this business. He sees that it's legit. He takes some booze and goes with it to his house. Akakunywa kidogo, so I let it slide a little bit. I was like, okay, it's fine,
I
babe.
love Chomi.
I was in love, Jenny. And then one day I get a call. Mama, me and my boys, we are thinking of opening our wings and spirits. We're going to do this thing. Are you okay with it? And immediately I was like, no, because I've told you that we need to open our wines and spirits together. So I don't understand what's happening. And he goes like, okay, fine, you're not comfortable with it, so it's okay. Let's not. I won't do it. I'm sorry, babes.
Shanga.
Hey, Sambuse guys, I got called a few weeks later. Mama, how much are we selling the tots? How much are we selling the cocktails? How are you mixing the cocktails? Okay, what's going on, babe?
Why do you need all this information?
I've gotten a gig from ABCD, the same person we were working with in that other gig that where we started the biz. I've gotten this gig with ABCD person. This is weird. Why didn't you tell? Okay, what's happening? Are we doing this together? Are you doing this alone? Who are you doing it with? Don't worry, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Kwanza, babes, so you send me 15K.
Tell me you sent.
I sent.
Funga episode. Funga. Hey.
I sent 50K and told him how we used to sell the booze.
You're
And
rich. You're blessed.
I told him all that. Following day, guy goes, does the gig. Who is my god? He didn't sell. It was dead stock. But guys, he went and told every this other my co-wives. He went and told them that the biz is his. And when he was that Friday, when he was running around town and shops trying to get the booze and
Acting like an
everything,
entrepreneur.
he had some kabibs there with him. You know, it's his business. I thought about this on Monday and I was so mad at him, and he called me and I was so angry at this man.
Then you're busy financing people's dreams. In this,
I was financing his relationships to take women on dates.
Sha.
And right now, if a man asks me for money, the answer is no. If a man tells me ABCD and I'm like, let me help you with advice, or immediately I catch myself off and I'm like, no, we are not doing that. I'm not mothering men anymore. I'm not going to support this. I am not their mother. I am not their financial. I will be as dumb as they come.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about business. I don't know anything about finances. I don't know anything about
Me, I can't
savings.
advise you.
I'll be so dumb. Yeah, right at this point, I'm dumb. Climax sure does it. She's not smart. Her IQ is 0.0.
So
She doesn't
you
know
get the
anything.
15 G's back
He's-
after the dead
he's-
stock.
There's some cash that he has returned. He's still returning some of the cash.
Hapo unasikiza hebu rudisha yote with interest
I don't even
kwanza.
think that he
Has it
listened to
accrued
this
interest?
podcast. But
Tuma namba nimtumie leo.
Well, what is that page for? So that's what happens.
that's
You
what.
have counted 24 G's. Na najua kuna zile zenye hujasema.
Babe, me have given this man more than 80,000.
Na Zanzibar tumeshindwa kwenda
Financing
bado.
abortions. I'm there. I'm the one who's supporting Marie Stopes.
Wewe wazazi wako waende warudishiwe school fees, wanunue shamba. You learned nothing in school.
But right now,
You can go and graze and your parents' cows to go to school.
because he needs Kwanza. And then, funny thing, guys, I was going to gift this, so I bought myself a phone
Of
last
course you
year.
did.
And this year I had told myself that I'm going to, because he was complaining, not he has been, he's not in the picture anymore. He was complaining about his phone. So in my mind I was like, hey, I planned, I'll save up and buy this man a phone for his birthday. I was even going to buy him a PS.
Hey.
It's with the latest one.
Is this still your man or it's your son? Because at this point,
The investment.
I was going to make him as comfortable, and I used to let him come into my house. Right now, a man can't come to my house. I communicate that very openly that I do not support men coming into my house. I do not support men going into women's houses. If you want me to come to your house and do the nasty deed, I am coming to your house. If you're not comfortable with me coming to your house, please get an Airbnb that's really pretty or a hotel room. See guest house, a hotel room, guys, where you're paying 10K and above per night. So at this point, I do not allow any man in my house. I do not. I will not.
Yeah.
I used to cook for him. I am not cooking for any man that. If I right now,
Yeah.
if you're my friend, I'll cook for you. But if I feel like I love you, I don't think I will even cook for you because of the trauma. I don't think I will.
Me just cook for me. Chakula yako ni tamu.
I don't. No,
Tunaomba.
you're my
Nakula
girl.
mtamu nipikie tu. Unaniambia hata chakula yako ni tamu, but huyu chakula kujipikia. Nipikie tu.
Guys, this man used to wait for me. He used to come to my house and he will make calls
Yeah.
in front of me or receive calls. I was telling you earlier that he would wait for me. He would make up something that he needs in the house,
Yeah.
that's all in the house, and he'll be like, take a Buddha, go to the shopping center, and
Go and get.
go and get. When you're coming back, you let me know so that I can send money
Yeah.
to the Buddha guy. But me calling him to tell him that I've come back, it's just it's
like alerting him.
Yeah, it's to alert
Yeah.
him that hey,
I'm on my way
I'm
back.
on my way back because nigga is busy calling his women.
Side dishes. So, I feel like there's a reason God created certain body parts zikiwa moja moja. Okay, you have 2 eyes, you have 2 legs, you have 2 hands.
Yeah.
But sasa see, you have 1 dick and you only have 1 heart. Alfred, why do you feel the need?
My heart has 4 chambers.
There you go. That's how do men operate.
That's how we operate.
Oh,
The left ventricular.
let's talk
It's
about your low
working.
t-shirts.
It's working.
Let's talk about your low t-shirts because now you've mentioned.
Now that
Oh.
let's segue into
Let's
Segue, guys, I'm not getting. Okay, these two, they always talk to you and
Segue.
We will explain.
into honest stories.
Okay.
Hey, me, I don't think I've clowned as much. I used to think I've clowned a lot. But then when I've started listening to stories like for Shiro here,
Wow.
I'm just like, yo, kumbe mimi sija clown.
ATGs. Hiyo ni pesa ungekuwa kwa sako sasa ungekuwa na viti yako baridi.
Babe. Tena ya showroom. Si second
Hiyo
hand.
viti yake.
Showroom.
Tunakuja kutoa mambo za kufanya shoot na balloon.
Inakuja, guys. Your
God did.
I'll
What-
make more
what would
money.
he do?
And that was shadow.
Ah, it's okay. We must live to learn, right?
Yes.
Sometimes we just continue to live.
Hi, people. Like, actually, that's bad. There's a time we went for a date. Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
It's a therapy session.
And then this man, I'm like, hey, actually, I'm looking so good. I've made my hair, the edges are edging. I'm looking amazing. And this guy doesn't even tell me that I'm looking good. So I need to be told that I'm looking good. I'm baby girl. So I tell you, hey, you haven't even told me that I'm looking nice. He looked at me, he ignored me. He gets a phone call. Oma, he called. He calls and he says, you can't even tell me that you've missed me.
Ah,
Hey, I'm just there waiting for our food and I'm looking at it. Have you ever had a clueless face? And I'm there and I'm looking and I'm like, okay, sawa. And then later on I tell him again, hey, Atakama, you haven't told me that I'm looking nice. You haven't even told me that you've missed me. See, I am here. Jesus Christ, that's me, Jehovah. Why was I in that relationship?
no, this is it. You still continue with the
It's the same
relationship after
relationship.
this.
Yes.
Ah,
Oh, and then he had the audacity to ask me, Ati, a friend of his, one of the women,
Yeah.
has moved houses.
Mm.
There's a friend of his who has moved houses. And what do you usually give to someone for a housewarming? I told him the way he's speaking, men don't do housewarmings. Correct me if I'm wrong. This must be a lady. So guy, what's going on here? I got gaslit and
I don't care. By the time your man is gifting someone something, there's something there.
people.
Because of this, I know for me a
Clown.
major red flag is a man who there's this friend of mine. You know, there's this friend of mine. Why is everybody your friend? Kwani, how many friends do you
And
have?
you, when do you get gifted?
Me,
No,
because
you the man. Why do your friends gift you?
Why are you such the gift? You are such a giver. Wow. Nimeangukia. I must be very lucky. My mom is such a giver.
Neon.
World coin.
And you're here thinking it's a circus. It's a joker that was missing, and the joker was your man.
It was actually you, because you are the clown.
Anyway, Oli, tell us.
What saying?
Hey, me, I don't know where to begin. I feel like I have like bits and pieces of clowning.
Yeah.
But let me say this. I went to a shoot with a friend who has like some sort of vlog, Thriving 20s by Thriving. She started, it's a beautiful channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
And when I went there, this has been 4 years since the last time I saw her because I was in school. Not even 4, probably 5.
Yeah.
Because I was in school, and when I saw her, she was just like, "Hey, madam, what were you doing with that guy?"
Where? Which man is this?
Okay, people are not nice people.
I'll tell you.
The ones who talk
Like,
after. Hey,
So she was just like, me, I was looking at you, babe, you're all these things. And then this guy that you're dating. It was just like, so everyone was in awe of how I even ended up with that guy. Because apparently me, I'm up here.
Yeah.
And him is down there. And I didn't see that. Me, I'm here dealing with self-esteem issues.
It's giving bottom of the pile.
Yeah, me, I'm thinking.
That's why you always up here.
No, babe, me, I never know.
But in that moment, you don't
know.
So long as you're in love, Chomi.
Me, I've known I'm up here is during 2021.
dating
Yeah,
your
COVID.
man.
Yeah.
When love doesn't see no social.
Me, I
Love does not
didn't know.
discriminate.
Love is First
No
Corinthians
eyes of
13.
envy. True love is blind.
It's First Corinthians 13 what?
Yeah. No, First Corinthians 13, the entire chapter.
Yes.
Oh.
Love is gentle, love is kind,
But
love
there's
is
days
not
of so
jealous. Love, guys. Love.
Hey. So me, this was the wake up call. Me, this time I didn't even know.
Yeah.
That this guy was not my league. Even we went and like drifted off. But me in my head, I never registered this guy is not my league.
Which one is this?
Let me tell you.
Hey,
Relax. So when I know I was clowning is when now we finished campus because this is my 4th year love.
Yeah.
We finished campo, but now we're drifting away because me I moved to Nairobi. This person is still in another town. No, I've actually moved from Eldoret. I've moved from that other town to Eldoret to now Nairobi. So we're drifting apart. But then this guy finally comes to Nairobi, I think for a gig or something. But let me tell you, the entire time we were dating, which was probably 6 months or 8 months, this guy kept showing me houses, like and pictures of his houses. He was so proud and I was so happy for him. He was just like, "Oh, this is my house." You know, at that time, I've never even owned my own thing. I've never even bought something for myself. So it's just like, "Oh, me, I have a house in Nai. This is where I sleep when I go home. Like me, I have my own house. I'm set."
I'm so tempted to ask, is it the toilet guy?
It is. This guy has come to Nairobi for, I think it was a gig or so, but you know, we've not talked in a while. So he's like, "Oh, can I come and sleep at your place?"
Yeah.
I don't recall why he needed to sleep at my place because you have a place in Nairobi that I know is really good.
And you've really been gloating about.
Yes.
Yeah.
That time when we knew each other, probably it's 2 years now after we've probably drifted apart. But then he's like, "Can I come to your place?" So he comes to my place and he looks at things. He's like, "Hey, okay." Because I don't think he expected me to have like a TV, the house was housing. I don't fail myself.
And you're neat.
Yeah, I'm neat. It's a bed sitter. It's a nice place. I've done well for myself
Let
for
me tell
someone
you,
who started.
if you ever lived and you started from scratch, I'm talking those ones for putting the mattress on the floor.
Yes,
When you
babe.
have a TV.
Yes.
Hey, that's it. You made it. You cannot tell me anything else.
No, mattress is a stretch. Me, I started with the duvet. You lie on one side of the duvet and cover yourself with the other half. On the floor.
And then when you start furnishing your house, there's something about living in a bed sitter. You wake up and you can see all unaona mali yako yote. Ndio ile meko.
Yes.
You guys are lucky you even had a TV. Do you remember those phones that had TV and an aerial.
I don't
That
want
was
your
you.
SIM. Me, I just got a smartphone. I don't even have WhatsApp. I subscribe those text messages for at 20 baht for 100 texts.
You people are doing badly. It's bad. It's
It
bad.
was
Me when I started.
Zimbabwe.
It was giving
The
Zimbabwe.
the market on the street.
So this man saw the TV and
This man came
and
to
the
my house
toilets.
and he was sizing things. He was just like, "Hey, this is nice. This is
I
nice."
get used to this.
But then I start to recall back. This
Yeah.
man had never been happy for me. I remember there was a time when we went for competitions and I came and I managed number 2, and it was just like, okay, you've gotten a number 2.
The judges must be alive.
Yes, he said something about the judges.
No.
Actually, he did
What
say
did he
something.
say?
I don't remember, but I remember just soaking in the glory of everyone in the room saying, "Hey, Olive, hey,
As you
Olive."
should.
That was such a difficult solo. Hey, Olive. So at that time, I don't think his voice counted. But when he came to my house and I saw the way he was sizing things, I realized this guy pretended to probably want me to win, but I don't think he did want me to
I've never
win.
spotted that, but you continue.
So when he,
about it.
so when he was coming to my bedsitter, I think he'd already had. Eldoret is a small town, so he'd already had the rumors of
Yeah.
Olive going rogue
Yes.
and all that, and probably her life is going to doom.
Yes.
So what he was coming to do at my house is probably confirm
Confirm.
if I'm making it.
Yeah.
So he came, he found the house is housing,
That's
I'm living
true.
my best life. Of course, I don't have a job, but whatever money I get, I make it
You're
work.
doing what you need to do, yeah.
Yeah, so he came, he saw, and then the next day he was going to town for a gig, I guess. I don't remember what exactly he was going to do,
Yeah.
but then he went to town, and in the evening he calls me and tells me, "So I'm coming." And I'm like, "Wait, what? Why are you coming back to Tao? Is the same distance, or rather, even your place is closer to Tao than my
Why are you
house."
coming back to my house?
But then he comes back,
Yeah.
and this guy, he struggles with the Wochi first of all. The Wochi, I think he bribed the Wochi. Because the Wochi later on asked me, ati kwani mzee ako wapi? I was like, this man who's been here twice, mbona unamwita mzee wangu? I think he must have given the Wochi money or something, because he was deep into it. So then the guy comes back the next day after he's gone to town, and who does he come back with? A friend. I'm like, when you left here in the morning, you did realize that this was a bedsitter, right?
Oh my God.
He's come back with another
Shame,
male
shame.
friend, and this male friend felt nothing. He also came. Hey, Olive,
Audacity was a person.
and at the time, me, I still didn't have this courage for asking for money. So the previous day, see me had made food because I'm hosting. This today, see me, I'm making another good meal because I'm hosting. I'm not eating girl dinner here because I have guests. So me, I'm funding a whole supper, and I don't have a job. I don't have the money.
Did they give you money for food?
No, babe.
Shame on you. Shame
That's
on
why
you.
we're calling it clowning, because I wasn't given money for anything, and I've prepared my skuma, my nyama. That's not food I eat
You're being a
normally.
good wife.
I'm being a good host, which I stopped. Mkuje sahi mukule sauce na nini? Spaghetti.
Spaghetti and noodles.
You know, in an African household, when people cook meat, that's how you know.
Yes, that is the whole
true.
point. Because even I don't like meat generally.
Yeah.
So if you come and find meat in my house, I've literally gone the extra
above
mile.
and
Sina
beyond.
nyama kwa me, I
Yeah.
don't eat nyama as often. Anyway, this guy comes back with his friend. I'm like, so what are you planning here? The guy is just like, oh, CG. He also said it's been a while since he saw you. This guy is me. At this point, I think I'm tired, so I'm just like, you guys will see how to share the couch and the carpet. At least I had a carpet.
Hata wangelala kwa mlango. Wangekula
Yes,
wakati
I figured, because then I realized, because I don't even have
They
bedding.
would have
I only
kept
have
the
one
watchman's
duvet that's
company.
spread on my bed. That's the one
What
I
did they
sleep
cover
with.
themselves with?
Sheets,
The
babe.
blood of
I had
Jesus.
other
When
beds.
we have give them sheep, you're a good host.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Try those jokes in thy home. You wouldn't even cover yourself with the blood of Jesus. You go and the watchy will mentor you on how to get a job.
She's not funny. This chick is just.
No, she's not Mkali, she's realistic. It's true. So they cover themselves with sheets. In the morning, this guy goes to the toilet and then he comes out telling me. I say, so the house is also not now stinking nicely. Because not everyone drinks water
And
like
he's
me.
taking a dump into
He
the
takes a
house
dump
and
and then he
he's
comes
like,
like, huku kwa Olive kukuni yani kuzuri. I was like, yeah. The whole sack. Do you know that guy called me at night the same evening again?
Oh my
He's
God.
like ati tunakuja.
Hey?
Nikamwambia boss mi siko.
Unakuja wapi?
So I don't know where he slept. I've never seen him to date. But
Yo,
Chomi.
chomi,
Me, I was
yo.
like, that is story number one.
Na unajua chakula yako ndio inafanya hata baweli yake inafunguka
Imagine,
hivyo.
anaweza kufungua kwa toilet yangu. Hatukupa olive.
He had it. No one was taking such a healthy diet. He had it eaten so well. He had it eaten that well. So we have laughed at this man so hard. So it's the food that you were serving him that had now prompted his bowel movements.
The
To
toilet
move
man.
accordingly. Ndio kwako anasema kwa Olive kuteka dump is
amazing.
joy.
Excuse me.
The
sir.
toilet
I
man.
did not know.
No,
I
so
did
so
not
he
know.
hasn't even gone for the food. Shame.
Olive, take
Yeah.
your clown suit. Take your
Yeah,
clown
it's
suit.
okay.
Just dance
Very.
around with
Do you have red
Your clown
lipstick?
man.
After the red nose I have.
Thank you.
And the flow wig.
Can never be me again. So now I don't host. Now I don't host completely. I don't host people in my house.
Yeah.
I realize people come and just get very comfortable.
And they love to shit in your toilets.
they love to. Why don't you just go and wash your toilet?
Why are
I
we
mean,
taking
the
a dump in people's houses?
I don't know. Because their toilets are clean.
Guys,
Na si washe tu choo yako pia wewe you take a dump in your house.
Shame.
I don't know what the issue is.
Do you know there's someone I used to date who even used to ask me, can I use your toilet? I'm just like, it's the fourth time you've been here. See, you went to Kojoe. But it's just, just the common decency of it. Just don't move around my space like it's your space,
Yeah.
I love the respect.
Maybe
Anyway.
religion, yeah. But we thank God.
Fucking you're alive. Where?
We are wiser now.
Yeah,
And we say we are grateful.
we are grateful.
But that is one clowning story. You know me, it's difficult to give like clowning stories.
Yeah.
Because none of my relationships have ever seen even the 9-month mark.
Here?
Because they fizzle as fast
Yeah.
as they begin.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Clowning, probably just here and there, spending on men. I feel like that was clowning.
Spending on men is clowning.
It is
Definitely
definitely clowning.
It is clowning.
Yes,
It's
right?
number one
I can
clowning.
confirm it.
No, I started feeling like mine is not clowning per se. Because me, I used to think, oh my goodness, I'm clown for men. And then I go and listen to chicks who've offered men 100K over. Me, I'm like, I can't come here and complain about my 500.
The Climax will show you.
What I can never forget. Me, I'm still
Uko na ya
processing.
100K.
Si huyu ndiye ananishangaza. Kama mimi na huko hapa na 500. Wengine hapa.
Guys, it was love.
Others
I was
here
in
giving
love, Chomi. I was in
Chomi.
love.
Chomi.
Yours was beyond love. It's giving, I don't know.
Well,
hey.
he led that way pretty good.
Yeah, it's always when you're digmatized that reasoning goes out the window.
I've always thought of that as very not true for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think I've ever been digmatized.
You haven't been getting good dick, girl.
That's
You
not
haven't
true.
gotten good
Don't
dick.
say that. Because for people, how people connect with people is very different.
Yeah.
I don't know why every time you say, no, it wasn't the sex for me, people always say maybe the sex wasn't that good.
There wasn't that
Maybe
good,
it's
yeah.
just you just don't connect with people through sex like that. Maybe
Because
it's
I
something
haven't
else
had,
that
like,
forms
it's
that
not like I've
connection.
had sex with just one man.
Yeah.
Could it be that all the men are weird? All
Now
the
you want
men
to say
can't
all the
satisfy
men she's had
me?
sex with that bad.
No, me, I just feel like I can't connect with people on the sex point.
Differences.
And anyway, I'm asexual. It takes too little. It takes so little to satisfy. It takes literally close to nothing to satisfy me sexually. So that's not points you can count on.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know, with clowning, I don't feel like it was so much the stigmatization
Yeah.
or anything. It was so much the fantasy I'm probably building in my head.
Ah.
Where most of, for me, it was building the picture of what I had, my mom and my dad. It was
So trying to nini that.
yeah, and my
Just
mom
to,
took up a lot. But what I didn't realize is that my dad was providing 100%.
Yeah.
Me, I took up all the work my mom was doing,
Mhm.
including providence, because we were also raised as
Yeah.
independent.
Yeah.
So this has happened. Hey, we nimekumbuka, but uzuri hata hainiumi.
What was that?
Now there's this guy who I bought a phone for.
Ooh!
I
Guys,
can't.
well, I'm
My
sure I'll
heart-
be getting shocked when
my
I
heart
bought several
can't.
phones for
My heart can't.
my past for
Uh-uh.
my ex.
Me.
But where?
Yeah, umenunuliana simu.
I'll get to that. Let's first finish up with her because mine is crazy. Guys, let's first finish. I want to know this person you got a phone
Who
for.
was this?
Who was
Hey,
it?
Aki, you are
Let-
bewitched.
Here's the thing, babe. If you come into my life, even as a friend, me can even spend on 20K on you.
I love
Like,
you.
easy like so if you come in, that's why I've started guarding people who come into
You
into
should.
my life, because me I don't fear.
Yeah.
Babe, right now you want something and you can't have it, and me I have the money. I'll buy it for you. You don't have to be
You
dicking me.
are such
You
a
don't have to be dicking
loving
me.
person
I
that I can attest.
My love language is
And you see how
gifting.
a Jama who's not proper can take advantage of that.
Exactly. So that's what I hadn't learned at the time.
What's your love language like for someone to? What do you love receiving? Your love language from a receiving point.
I realized it's also like the things I do are the things I want to be done
Gifting
for
us.
me.
So you love how you want to be loved.
Yes, I realized
Okay.
A
that.
lot of people do that, yeah.
But
Me
what I
too.
didn't realize at the time is that me giving all this does not necessarily
Mean that.
obligate them to give it back.
Yes.
So me, I was giving in the sense
Yeah.
that me say if Yvette brings me a gift,
Yeah.
even me, I'll try my best next time I gift Yvette.
No.
So that's the
it's
thought
from a
process
reciprocating
behind.
kind
Yeah.
of meaning, yeah.
But I realized the world does not work like that.
Not
But
at
anyway, at that time, this guy, I'd met him. We started having a thing. His phone, did it get stolen? It got stolen or something. And I had such a hard time communicating with this guy. But then again, me, I have Kismat. Unaona zile flash sales za Jumia? Me, I used to get them. And I don't have connections.
Oh, wow.
Me, I've always gotten flash
The
sales. but-
Sidri 10 left for 10 left Sidri.
The ones where you buy something one for one
Sidri
bob.
12
Yes.
Sidri
So I got a 20K phone at 5K. And I was just like, this is easy money. This is money I can take Shiro to lunch and eat.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy doesn't have a phone. Bye. Yeah.
Guys.
Told him, here's a phone. Me, I checked the specs and everything. It looks good. It should be worth 20K. But me, I've gotten it for 5K. So he was like, oh my goodness, you got me a phone. And I remember he was with his friend when I gave him the phone. And I told him it's actually just 5K. So if you want to pay it back, it won't be so heavy on you. At least it's not something, sometimes you gift someone something so expensive. How to reciprocate
They don't know.
difficult. So
Yeah.
I was like, if you want to give it back, is 5K. Me, I didn't know him. Even the friend is a homosexual. Okay, I call everyone who's comfortable with women's money homosexual.
They are.
So
They are.
his friend is the one who told him, hey, my boy, she said, if you pay back.
Bombastic side eye.
Yeah.
Friend.
Anyway, this man went ahead to spend so much on me. I really didn't care for the phone. So
Okay.
It's
We give, we receive. It's fine.
yeah, but that is my other clowning story. Right now, I know I don't give money to. Let me say, men. It doesn't have to be someone. Not even friends. Me, I think I'm very critical now
With how you
of
just give
how
money
I
to
offer
friends.
money and how much service I offer. It's Shiro who was telling me the other day that one of my love languages is actually acts of service. So I've been very careful about also giving
Just
that,
giving too much.
having access to my space, because immediately you have access
Yeah.
to my space, then you have access to me caring, me making sure you're comfortable, me feeding you. So I've limited all these things. But at the time, I had no self-esteem. I had me. I thought, in fact, do you know what's horrible? Why we clown? Because at the time, I felt like these men were doing me a favor, dating me.
Because you are not dateable.
Yeah, you're feeling like you're not worth.
One, so I might as well hold on.
Because
to
your
this one.
self-esteem is also low, and also I feel like homosexuals, they feed on women who are feeling as if they are not worthy of themselves.
Yeah.
Women who are desperate and they're like, okay, so I can use this woman as much as I want,
Yeah,
and you have to be independent for them to get to that point.
that's true. Because I know of a friend who I lived with in Eldoret. They moved to Nairobi earlier than me. But when I came to Nairobi, I realized they're actually doing some sort of, they can't call it because embarrassment,
Yeah.
but he was kind of an escort.
Yeah.
And there's one statement he made. He said, "You see, all these independent women in Nairobi, they feel very insufficient because they don't have a man. So this guy is paid money to just show up as someone's husband or boyfriend for a gig, like events. You see, I just come holding a tall, handsome, dark man, and then people
And
just
then we
give
call
you
each
some
other
certain
babe for
sort
the
of
whole
respect.
night. Yeah.
Yeah. And this guy goes home with 15, 20 G's.
Wow.
No
Okay,
sex,
yeah.
no nothing. You went to
Guys.
an event, ate for free. People thought you were an important person.
If you're tall, dark, and handsome, I
Please.
hope you're listening. It's giving side hustle.
Please.
It's giving side hustle.
If you need an amazing, beautiful, pretty, sophisticated, classy, elegant woman for an event, guys, please, Climax is Ciru.
Oh, I thought you're auditioning. I'm just here after umepeana 100K, but no, unatafuta tall, dark, and handsome kutoka events.
You're an escort.
No, I'm selling services.
Please,
You know
for
what
that.
it is? That service does not work for women. It only works for men. Because women get shamed. Like
Exactly.
you have this money, you're CEO,
Yes.
you're all this. But then where's the man next to you? So that's where they're feeding off.
Yeah.
So he kept telling me, you see these women out here. I want to mention her name, but you know these established, these established women who are the movers and shakers in boardrooms.
Yeah.
They feel very insufficient. So
True.
there's a whole syndicate of male escorts in this Nairobi that just show up as women's.
But at least they're clear about what they're doing. You know what irks me sometimes when I listen to clowning stories, or when I look back at the times when I was clowning, even now at my big age.
It's embarrassing.
Is one thing I feel like we don't do enough or communicate enough as adults is just intentions.
Yeah.
If we could all just
let me
communicate
tell you.
our intentions clearly, I think we would save each other so much chaos,
so much grief.
It's okay, come through, tell me, okay, Ken, come and tell me, Yvette, I like you, or Wanzu, I like you, but I just want to smash. Then now I know Ken is just here to smash, we move. But now Ken is coming here, morphing himself into looking like the loving man who wants to build a family kind of vibe. And then after you smash or after I make you look good, now Ken is not available anymore.
Yeah.
So if the men in our lives could just communicate what the deal is, and we all move from a point of knowledge.
No, here's the problem. You're thinking about people who might be reasoning from a humanly point of view like you.
Yeah.
There are people who just get off
from
breaking you down.
Guys,
they're sadists.
Sons of heroes. It's giving me Lucifer.
You are
Get your
triggering
life.
You are triggering me.
Get your
Trigger me on.
This communication does
really.
not work for my
What?
intention. My intention is to make sure you are close to nothing. You doubt yourself. My intention is to make sure you think you're all that. Well, babe, you're not. That was my intention.
Okay.
So if you think I'm gonna come here and communicate that I'm just here to smash, no, I'm here to break you down.
Oh God. So I'll come camouflage as what you think you want.
Yes.
And then I destroy you and walk away.
Yes,
God is seeing you.
because they've already seen
God is
that
a man,
they're
just so
like-
you remember.
they've seen that you do not have self-worth. They have seen you're lacking something. And narcissists feed on you see the way ticks feed on blood and kunguni and bed bags.
Yes.
So these men are feeding on the fact that you do not have any self-worth, you're depressed, you're feeling as if you do not even have any self-love of yourself. They do not, at any circumstance, that like this woman degrades herself and doesn't see herself as a person. And whatever she's saying is so true because, guys, my recent ex, oh my God. Ooh, no, I will not say names. But you want me to say it? I know what I'm saying.
No, you're here saying this and text. Please, why are we giving this man so much power? Get out. It's not you. If you
It's not you.
See
No,
where
see where
when you are married, where
But
You are
I'm
moving
gonna- I've been in a situation where
Yeah.
I told this man that I am not happy with if he did ABCD it would hurt me, and he repeated the exact same words, and I was like, this man was out to get me. He knew. He repeated the exact same words, and I was like, this man was out to get me. He was getting off from hurting me because he's going through child trauma. He it's a whole psychology.
Yeah.
People who lack certain affirmations from parents and from, you see, the way we are very supportive of our kids and we tell them that they are amazing, etc., etc. So for kids, for people who as kids they were not given that, they were not given the love, they were not shown the appreciation, they were not shown the worthness, they were just there as children to exist. They feed off from hurting other people to fill that ego.
To renew the
Do you know it could be
Yes.
two ways? Do you know it could be someone who's been so inflated by their primary caregiver
that
that
they
they
just
are
feel
all
like
that,
they're shit.
that when they come into a space where there's an alpha who's not them, then they feel the need to break down this person because they were the attention. They are the ones who should be all that. Why is this woman out here doing all this?
Why is she?
Why
all
is she
that in
out
a bag
here?
of
I
chips?
must prove that if I've been told my whole life men are strong and women are weak, why is this woman out here behaving like this? I'm about to break you down. bring
Yeah,
you
I
down
was
to
reading.
ashes.
I was reading on it was a post, and they were saying that it could also be from that point of view where someone has been told that men have no emotions.
Germany has really been inflated.
Yes, they have no emotions. You shouldn't. Men are strong. You shouldn't show your emotion as a man. It all comes down from a point of showing emotions and being a human and showing humanity and being a humane person. And emotion is nowhere in the picture as a child.
Yeah.
So when you grow
So as a
up,
man, you just move with you don't
Exactly.
because basic human decency to just being a nice person. We have to.
and it's something that I always communicate. I always say that I respect men who come to my DMs and they're like, I just want sex. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I respect that because you're communicating exactly what you want. So it's
and
up
then
to
we
me.
move from a point of knowledge.
Yeah, so it's up to me to decide whether I want that or not.
Yeah.
But for men who just want to take you for a ride because they want something from you, that is selfishness in the highest order.
I have no respect for that. And I feel like as you get older, honestly, one of the things that you get is the ability to be able to communicate or articulate what it is that you want. And as you get older, you're getting comfortable with playing games and just moving around in a very sketchy way. Get your life. Just get your life. I don't know.
But I think also the dynamic of the balance between women and men is particularly very imbalanced. The men we're dealing with right now, who are our age mates or a bit older, were raised like our fathers. But at the time, we were not being raised like our mothers. So there comes a crisis where you've been raised to think that women belong in this particular space. But then these women were not raised to be your mothers. Your mothers were provided for fully and they were supposed to take care of the home. Now you have a woman who's working.
There we go.
Where does the dynamic start to balance? And now you realize, oh wait, these women are not about to clown like our mothers clowned, because when was it when women were allowed to even open bank accounts in Kenya?
It was just the other day.
Yeah.
I remember my mom telling me at my show needed my granddad's ID to open a bank account. So even when she was going to receive her salary, they needed to go together because she needs his ID.
Yeah, it's as recent as the 80s.
Imagine.
So for you to realize, for these men to have thought that we're going to grow into men who are going to order women around, for them to get to 2023 and realize, wait a minute, this woman can provide everything for herself. What exactly are you bringing? Are you adding to my life? There's a whole crisis. And here, since women have their whole life been socialized to kindness. It's only women who've been socialized to kindness.
Imagine!
Men
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I've never thought about it like that.
And even just, I don't know, because I also feel like, I don't know if it's with the times, I feel like relationships in general, and now I'm not even speaking just romantic relationships, even just friendships, like things seem so transactional. When did that shift happen?
Yeah.
I really and that's why I was telling you, Shiro. I really am very careful with how I call people. Actually, this is my friend. This me, I don't struggle.
Yeah.
When I'm with you and I meet someone who's my workmate, I'll tell you this is my workmate so and so. This is my friend so and so.
Yeah.
Because people are so transactional,
Yeah.
and I see it in romantic relationships. Even the way people move. It's like your partner is moving in a way of what am I getting out of this?
Yeah.
When did that shift happen? When did it was it not just I like you, you like me, see we just move from that point? I really struggle with it because me that's not how I love.
Yeah.
It's not what you're giving me, it's not what you have. I just love you.
But you know that.
And then we build on that.
As we were taught that there's love. Men were never taught love. Men were taught functionality.
Yeah.
So even the aspect of marriage itself, men, you've had the statement where men will marry when it's time to marry.
Yeah.
It does not
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
A man
And that's why a man will be moving with such bomb babes. And then the
Yeah.
one he's starting to use is this one.
This one
Yeah.
is available at this time, and we have the same KPIs.
Let's
So
go.
it's, yeah.
Men,
You
most
actually
of
are
the
looking
men
for
who
love.
are married do not marry women they are in love with. They do not. It's only someone who's there for the
I can be
convenience.
hopeless romantic in me is screaming.
I know.
Don't worry.
We
don't
know, we
worry.
understand. We totally, and this is why I can't date millennial guys. I cannot.
For millennials, it's very
I
transactional.
can't. I cannot date a millennial. I'll date a Gen Z. I will date a Gen Z guys. I cannot.
What a blue.
You either date like Gen Z, younger, who now are open to like the same
Yeah.
the same sort of love we are looking for, companionship, or you date way older, the chivalry.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
chivalry
yes.
man.
Aki chivalry is not dead.
It is
is
dead
not.
for it is dead for our
It's
our
only
generation
dead
of
for
millennials.
millennials. No, and the 40-year-olds, what's that age? What are they
No,
called?
babe,
The
they're
40-year-olds.
millennials.
They're millennials.
The boomers.
No,
The
40-year-olds are
40
millennials.
They
babe.
are.
Yes.
So millennials are coming from 30 to 40-year-olds now.
Yes.
What about the 50-year-olds?
43. Out the baby boomers, babe.
But also baby boomers are not that good guys.
No, but they try. Hey,
Let me
millennials
tell
are
you.
not even
Let me
good,
tell
they're
you where to
minimum.
go. Let me tell you where to go and dig gold. A baby boomer
Alright.
who's divorced and the children are old.
There we go. It's giving jackpot.
They are
It's giving
They are
jackpot.
called polished men.
It's there's another one that came to the clinic where I worked the other day, and then insurance was like, no, we're not covering for that. You know what he said?
Hey, Cheryl.
Don't worry. Why are you worried? Do the procedure.
My husband
Do this
is
thing. I said, is this? I'm sorry.
He's
Let's
good
see that
looking.
form. Is this man married? Cause yes,
He's nice.
and he's in his 50s. So what you're saying is accurate, babe.
I want.
You know, he said, why are you worried? It's so I'm
Where
here.
do we get them? Where do we get
Am I
them?
not?
I don't know, babe. I know the sciences.
We will look for
The socials, I don't
We
know.
will look for places.
Anyway, as far as
I want.
me clowning, actually.
And you know that's the reason why
Yeah.
some of the some of the people I know, I don't want to name names, but some of the people I know, they're always like someone, a family member who came to my DM and they were, chick, you're moving fast. What's going on? And I'm like, okay, fine. There's this guy. He's way younger, and she's like, me, I don't want them younger. I want them way older. Way older. The older, the better. Now I understand why. I understand why.
And your dad is Uko. I just talked to him.
Please.
He knows something.
I
I
was-
know you feel like you know, but he knows something.
No, I don't want you.
Because
I want you.
I want your
faster.
dad.
There's a lady I met her through a certain friend of mine and I hung out with her for some time, and she told us that she doesn't get turned on by younger men. If you approach her as a young man, she will tell you bluntly that I don't want you. Introduce me to your dad. Is he divorced?
And I know, and now it's
Is
the
your dad
younger men who
divorced?
will be complaining until they've lost all the younger women to the older men. But are you acting according?
No, they have Gen Zs. That's their medicine. You know, Dawaya. Millennials, your medicine is Gen Z women.
The confidence
Yes.
Gen Z's come
Your
in.
Gen, for us millennials, us lady millennials, our match is Gen Z men, but for men millennials, their medicine guys is Gen Z women.
Yeah.
And they will teach you some things.
They will teach
I
you
Because
hope
I
they
know
teach
a
you.
couple of millennial males who've been taught character developed
My Gen Z
by
women
19,
all love to
20
hear
year
it.
olds. You
Yes.
can't even tell people because what are you going to say?
What are you going to
What are you
say?
going to
Wait. At your big age, baby, sure I'm to 19 years.
You know what they are
Get
giving?
your
They are
life.
giving passport to bros. I don't want these 30-year-olds who are experienced. Let me go and try and fool a 20-year-old.
Yes.
Unapata 20-year-old
They'll
and
give
a cooler 50 years from
You
ago.
think they are young?
Proper
Impressionable.
character
Who are
development.
calling you?
Sisi, we are enjoying all the lovey-dovey from the Gen Z men. But you guys, millennials, please enjoy character development.
The
That's
shift
how
is
it
real.
is.
The
It's
shift is
real.
real. The
But
shift
what
is
happens
real.
is that change always costs life.
That's true.
So, like the what is it called? The cost of change, the cost of revolution is always human life. Someone has to suffer. We millennial women have suffered through the entire shift of women
We've
empowerment.
gone through it.
So someone has to take
Someone
the
has
bullet.
to take the bullet. And
Yeah.
it's for now it's the millennial guys. Millennials, wanaume, please.
But even the
Take it
hopeless
up.
romantic millennial women, even to the mulienda, it is well.
Yes.
I think
Tutafanya
for us millennial women, we have come to learn. We are not living like our parents. We have come to understand na tumekuwa na vitu
The times
ngumu.
have changed.
Exactly, the times have changed. Right now, we know what we want. We are seeing more of millennial women who don't want to have kids, who don't want to get married,
Who are just
understand-
comfortable being themselves.
and they understand what
give
they
themselves
want.
permission to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we are not that kind of sijui, a woman is the pillar of the family, sijui, all that kind of bullshit. Yeah.
There's something I saw on TikTok the other day that I felt seen.
Yeah.
And the question was, this is something that happens to me that I don't think there's a lot of us yet.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought that there are people who relationships is not the goal? I literally wake up every day and don't think about being in a relationship or dating someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a goal. I don't think about it. It has no
Yeah.
space in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But we've put so much emphasis around. Every day you wake up, it's who you'll marry, who you'll settle down with, who are you going to see. Yeah. But there's people who that is not. It does not occur to me unless you ask me, Olive, are you single or dating and why? That's when I realize I'm not. I don't have someone. But otherwise, it does not occur in my day. Me, when I wake up, I'm supposed to go to work. I'm supposed to watch a movie.
Yes.
I'm supposed to wash the dishes.
Wait, there are people who wake up and they're like relationships.
Yeah, see, there are people.
I have people. People is me.
I think for me the only thing I think about when I wake up is the fact that it hasn't worked out for me as much as I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel sad for myself, and it's something that I am trying to deal with at the moment. But for Ati, I don't think you're at that point.
But for me, I'll be honest. Companionship is so big for me. If I get, for me, it's not even a team marriage. It's not even if you can make it permanent. That's cute. But I also envy the, because I know that people, and as I get older, I feel like being in my space all the time can be easily suffocating. So there are times I like my own space and want to be in my own bubble. But companionship is just so big for me. Just going through life knowing ati huyu ameona tu hao wengine wote na kamua it's wanzu. And me, I've decided it's this person. And it doesn't matter, I could be broke, I could be sad, I could be hungry, but I have this person who's just my person. And they're in my corner. Me, I don't know. I don't know if I can.
I feel it. Love is beautiful.
Love it is beautiful.
Love is beautiful, and we all want to meet that one person who loves you, cares for you, who gives you the world, who gives you everything, and they just see you.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, this fucking world is just fucking crazy, guys. And I don't know.
It's just, I think also just getting comfortable with knowing that it could happen, and if it doesn't,
It's
just be
okay.
comfortable.
You
You
should
don't
be,
be too
yeah.
attached to the end results.
Yeah.
That's something that I'm learning.
That's where I'm
Don't-
also
yeah.
getting with the point that It's just gonna be me with my kid at some point, and I'm trying to be okay with that.
It could be and it could not be, but at the end of the day, it's just you being okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finding fulfillment in where you are at now.
Mm-hmm.
That love could come,
Yes.
and maybe it won't.
Yeah.
But in that space you're in, make sure you're happy regardless.
Yeah.
This is bonus.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not what comes to
the
complete you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bonus.
Hey, you're really
Yes.
you're talking.
In this
talking,
relationship, when you come into this relationship, what are you bringing into the table? I am okay by myself. What value are you adding into that relationship?
It's like your whole all on your own. Uko tu sawa. If the other person comes, they're coming to add. They're not coming to complete. That's and we're back. It got a bit introspective for a while there.
What?
But mimi sijawaambia vile nimekuwa nikiclown in the streets. In
Tell
fact,
Tell us.
guys,
We are here for it.
guys, I wish I could
Tutamassage
say,
mgongo.
I wish I could speak
We
like Olive from a point of privilege.
We rub your back.
Because I feel like such a fraud.
Your privilege is not privileging.
It's not privileging for me. I'll run it back to a very recent one. I was at home. I had just woken up in the morning. Unajua, we live for good morning texts. Hallelujah. How did you
Amen.
sleep?
Amen. We don't have them. If you don't text me good morning, I can't
We have a
sleep.
problem. How can you sleep and not think of me during the night? So what are we doing
Oh,
at that point?
how are you even sleeping?
No, you're waking up and after you pray, it is me you think of. Because when you were single, it was time for you. Now it's time for Wanzu.
Yes.
Anyway, so I wake up in the morning. This person is like, "Hey, I did something really silly. I could see it coming from a mile, but I just played along." I said, "Okay, so what's the deal?" Actually, oh, I was looking at my mobile money app, and by mistake, I kind of messed the password. So now I'm not able to access funds. I said, "Oh, okay, Pole. So what's the deal?" Actually, I'm looking, and it's only you who can help me. I said, "Mm-hmm." I said, "Okay, I need cash to get to work." I was like, "Hey, say less. How much do you need?" I don't know why I'm here asking how much. Like I was going to give out 100 G's.
Yeah, oh boy.
Anyway, but God is faithful. They only asked for 450 shillings. Being the good girl that I am, nilituma mpaka na ya kutoa.
527.
Like that.
They proceed to tell me, well, as soon as I get to work and settle, I'll settle the issue with the pin and then I'll sort you by like midday, latest 11 a.m. Hey, guys, midday jaifika. It's been 3 months later.
You and the people waiting for Jesus.
We are still waiting for
Same was
midday.
up.
We are still waiting for midday. I think for me, the clownery in that instance is sometimes we don't help the people that we love because we have surplus and we're just pouring with funds and resources and we just want to really bless them. It was coming from a point of, even me, it's not like I have a lot, but this is my person and they're in a fix. So let me come through for them and plus they've said they'll sort me. Hey, we proceed to wait. Another one. This one I was way younger, so I'll give myself more grace. Okay, this man, he just used to take, and take. In fact, I remember the last encounter we had, I told him, I don't know what it is about you. Every time I talk about you, I feel like I'm heavy because you're always complaining. First of all, you live in your mother's house, so I don't understand why you're still broke, why you're always broke.
Shame on
I don't
you.
understand why you're always broke. And then this man, he's always, oh, my mommy ananionea. You know, the other day I was coming from the club and she locked me outside. I was like, wow.
It's given teenagehood.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm talking to this man,
Boy.
he's telling me, Ati babe, you know me, because that time it was the early 2000s. Hatukuwa tunaitana babe, tulikuwa tunaitana baby. Sasa mimi naitwa hapa baby, nimechanganyikiwa. Hey, I'm a boo. Remember Asha and Alicia Yes. So this person tells me, Ati, I don't have credit. I said, say less. My mom just samples at me like 400 bob. Let's just talk and then I'll sort you with some credit. I said, okay. So we continue to talk. And because it's someone that you love and you enjoy conversations with your significant other. Me, I'm not in a hurry to hang up because first of all, it's me who's done the calling. Do you know this guy had the audacity to tell me, Ati babe, just talk fast, we finish, so you don't finish the credit so you can sambaza me.
Ah, wow.
And that is not a
Shame,
matter of
shame.
age. It's not a matter.
Ah.
It's a matter of upbringing, and his upbringing was not polished.
Aye. Auntie, please talk faster so that we don't finish the
Tell me you
present.
talked faster and sent it.
But of course, I spoke very fast. I spoke
What did
very
you
fast.
send him?
Aki 50 bob. No, your time. That is when they had just introduced Bamba 20. So you know that when I say I sent 50 bob, that was a lot of
It was
money.
a
That's a
lot.
lot.
You know, even now when you buy credit for 50 bob, it can move mountains.
It can. That's a lot.
And then now there's this thing. I don't know who taught me. Thank God I have been freed from the shackles of people pleasing. Okay, I'm getting freed if we're being honest. But it is me carrying things and going to cook for people in their homes.
Chimoze. What is this?
There was one who had
Is it bring your own potluck?
There was there was one who hadn't even defined what we were doing. By that point, I wasn't sure if we were siblings, friends with benefits, getting to know each other for 4 years. I don't know what exactly it was that we were doing.
Oh, yeah.
But the way I know it was his birthday. This is me leaving Nairobi County, going into Kiambu County to go and make chapos. Nilifika Kiambu
Kiambu
7 nikakanda unga. His cousin was there, nikapika. When I finished cooking,
Kapikia familia. Were you
nikazindikishwa,
auditioning for wifey?
nikapandishwa matatu, nikaenda home.
Wait, what?
Nilirudi South B. I think nilifika South B around 10:30.
Are you serious?
Wait, what?
Kwa nini ungelala?
You only went to
To
cook
cook
chapos.
chapos. Kwa nini ungelala?
Sasa na kazini yake yako hapo.
So,
Sio haitakaa properly.
come on. Were you auditioning for wifey?
And then akapanda matatu.
Hata si Uber alichukuliwa.
Ay.
Anachukua Uber na atanichukulia Uber na pesa gani na kwako anapikiwa chapo. Nimekuja na unga, ameprovide tu gas na.
Kwa nini asiende kwa wenye wao pika chapo, mama chapati anunue chapo?
See, it is event offering. See me, I am the good. I don't know.
You
friends
were
with
you
benefits,
reasoning like
so
an
that's
unwife
it.
material.
Well,
Maybe
Why are you not- why are you
wifey
not
material.
building
Guys,
your
I
man?
am no.
Why are you not building
I
your
was
man?
wifey material, but right now I am not wifey. I will not. Tutaenda kununua. If you come to my house and expect me to bend my back and cook for you chapatis, tunaenda kwa huyo msee mwenye anakwanga hapo chini, and we buy chapatis and I order chapati and we are ordering 10 chapatis.
And then for me, it was always the constant kujituma. Are you home? Can we meet? We need to talk. We need to do.
And it's you asking
and it
for all
is
of
just
this.
you. It is you. I've always, and I feel like it's a series of patterns for a couple of relationships I've had. It's after a breakup, I always feel that, wow, now I've left this person, I'm so sad. But there's also normally a sigh of relief. Because I've really been working. And I'm just like, free me because I'm really working. So I have clowned. I think if we were to do all the stories and instances in which I have clowned, it would be a whole series.
It will be bad.
It would actually capture the whole of season 4.
Yeah. Actually, clowning can capture a season.
It
If
can.
you just take
It's
an
fun.
experience, an episode,
Where?
quick.
It's the way you invite yourself to people's houses only to find they're not there. And then you're calling them and they tell you, oh, I'm not home.
Abby, please don't remind
Hey,
me because
people.
it's happened.
Oh, I'm not home. Oh, you're there.
Hi.
See, we do it next time. And then you want to act like you're unbothered. It's okay. It's cool.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
cool.
this is something.
Actually, I was just in the neighborhood.
Podcast.
Yeah, by all means.
What?
If
Okay,
we die, we die.
What do you want to name drop?
There's this aspect of Kamenegoro and the new husband.
Hey.
And I saw a lot of people say,
Alikuwa anatoshea umena na
Sasa tuta name drop na wait. Gather yourself.
No, me, I'm just thinking this has come from she attracted the men who, you know how we, okay, me, I remember from my people pleasing days.
Dusty
No,
men.
dusty men. We wanted to be cool babes, so you are the cool babe. You are the nonchalant.
Yes.
You've cancelled. Someone has cancelled a date on you. Oh, it's okay. We'll organize.
Mhm.
Someone has done this. Someone makes fun of you. Oh, me, I'm the cool babe. I understand jokes. So then you will
Oh yeah,
attract.
even the very mean jokes that people, and it's just like, yeah.
So then you don't have boundaries.
Mhm.
You're the cool babe who everyone takes to be cool.
Where you and your man are boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you are one of the boys.
Yeah.
So now you attract a man who treats you like
Like
boys.
you're the boys.
Yeah.
Because you don't have feelings.
Mm.
And we are not
girl.
going to baby girl you through this relationship.
Yeah.
See, when you boys.
Very boys.
I feel like I have done that.
I
I've done
feel
that.
like
It's
you
like
are.
I feel like I've done that.
I feel like
Because
both
he
of you
will,
have.
yes.
I have.
And then one thing about me is I can really make you feel comfortable and safe. So we will even badmouth your boys with you. Actually, you know, I went and snitched on me and said,
Let me
I'm
tell
like, actually,
you,
what?
No, you don't do that. Show your feminine energy.
babe. When me, I was when was it? I was buying. I think I was buying something, and I went for a very feminine choice.
Mm-hmm.
And my boys, this has been my boys since like time immemorial.
Yeah.
And he told me, since when did you become such a pussy?
Hey!
But you're female.
No, but
see,
then
I'm not that.
I realized, babe, I was one of the boys for a very long time. This man
Yes.
has never considered me
Yeah.
a babe.
Yeah.
So it was just like, oh yeah. Anyway, by the time we were being friends and we were dreaming about cars, me I knew I will always grow to own a Peugeot 504. And I'll take it to the mechanic and we'll do what we need to do. And me, I'll have a solid metallic car. So when you got to me buying a car, and I'm just like, let's check Vits, let's check Fit, let's check, Mazda. He's like, when did you become such a pussy? When did you not get interested
Yeah.
in like
You
a
what?
stick? But then I realized I've become such a woman, but this guy will never see me as a woman.
Because that's what you presented.
Yeah,
before.
I was boys, and now me I want baby girl treatment. And can you imagine people who I presented masculine energy for?
And I think something that men don't understand, and this is me giving you a cheat sheet if you're a guy and you're listening to this. I know a lot of women, because of even just how events are, because let's face it, in this day and age, there are a lot of single women, single
Yeah.
moms, whatever. So we've been pushed to be in that space where we provide for ourselves. Like we are kind of, the kind of protection,
Hyper-independent.
yes, that
Yeah.
we've been pushed into that. Imagine it's always such a sigh of relief for a hyper independent woman to get that form of, it's okay. In this moment, I've got you. Like when you're with me, you don't need to be in your capacity as that career woman, as that mom. You just need to be you. When I'm with, and it's such a, but we don't get
It's a
that.
relief.
Yeah.
Me, I've gotten it from male friends. And I was telling Shiro the other day, someone sent me money out of the blues.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, bro, what is this money for?
Yeah.
And he said, see you eat lunch. And I'm like, okay, do you need me to pay it back?
Yeah.
And he was just like,
No.
why you don't get sent money for just being a
Let
baby?
me tell you.
Why?
This is what I'm talking about, and I've been telling the two of you and anyone listening. It gets to a point where you need to access and tap into your feminine energy. And just tap into the fact that you're a baby girl. The fact that you sit down with a man and you're like, Ati, let me advise this man with ABCD, let me mother. We are not mothering men anymore.
No.
We are not doing that, guys. It's right now. If you go out with a man, please don't even please act as dumb as possible. You don't even know where your wallet is. You do not even know that there's a bill that's supposed to be.
And that's not to say that us guys can't do that. Maybe, and I don't even want to say once in a while, because I feel like also relationships need to have some form of reciprocity. Because it's not, I don't buy into the financial mini spendy. I don't know. I struggle, babe. I don't want to be an economic parasite.
No, I will
Me, I want some kind of reciprocity.
No,
Maybe that's where we part ways.
Let me tell you. Let me take you
So
back.
then, what is your contribution? So if you get all that financial money, what is your contribution?
Me, I am me as
You
me.
are the prize.
My company, I am.
Hey,
But
okay.
let me tell you why. Please, another clowning story as to why I'm like this. I was that woman. I was that lady who used to like let's my man is doing this, so let me do ABCD.
Yeah.
I paid a man's school fees. I took care of his
Hey.
family. His dad will need to travel
Yaani
a
wewe unalipia
country.
mtu school
I
fees na
was
unachunga mpaka familia yao.
yes.
Can you
I will be
imagine the
like
dad? Not just
yes,
the man I'm
the
dating,
dad as well.
the father.
I will. He will
But
come
you are
home.
the man of the home.
He'll be stressed.
You are
He'll
the
be
man
like,
of the entire extended family.
and it's because from the beginning I used to take people's pain as my own, people's problems as my own.
You own it a
I
bit too
used to
much.
own it. It was a very personal affair because again, I am an empath.
Yeah.
So his sister needs to see what
Again,
sijui
only
shopping.
women were socialized to
I
be empaths.
come home, she will cry, oh, I don't have shopping to do that. Nini. How much do you, and let's go do shopping. Hey, my man comes home. Oh, my dad is stressed to do at me traveling up countries.
There's no money for this.
He didn't come from a very well-off family.
How's that my business?
And now I will come to that. And then I said, so I supported this man's family. I paid his school fees. I paid for his graduation, only to be left
In the end.
in the end. People, after that relationship, I was like, fuck, man, let me tell you. I will brand myself. I will build myself. When you look at me, you're going to see money. Before you come to talk to me, you will think twice as a man and ask yourself, am I capable? Am I in her league? Not that is she in my league. Am I in her league?
But men are shameless.
And
Utapata tu mwenye bado atakuwa anakuja tu.
Right now, even if they come, I have set a certain standard.
Yeah.
They cannot even dare.
Yeah, that's true.
As
That's
who?
true. I hear you.
As what? If you wanna take me for a date, come and pick me up in my Uber. Why am I taking a matatu? It's not that I cannot afford.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, right now, I do not accept the bare minimum. And when there's this man I used to date, and I used to tell him that you have set a standard for me. After you, whoever I'm going to get, it needs to get to a certain level.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah.
I cannot at this point. And that's why right now, when you guys are saying CG, you pay CG reciprocate CG. No, darling. My company is enough. Hey,
Don't reciprocate with my company.
No, my
Yeah.
company, please.
Yeah.
If you're take me on a nice date, even if you do not have money, try at least. There's no way I'm removing my money. I have been with a man who told me, I told you guys that I know your baby girl. Tonight we cannot because I won't be able today I can't be able to provide you with the comfort that you deserve.
Yeah.
That is what I want. There is no way I am paying for a man bills. I do not care whether we are going out. I am not dividing bills.
That's
You
true.
do what bills.
Yeah.
Apana.
Yeah.
No, you're the man. Pick
I've
it up.
always thought the person who suggests or the person who approaches for the date should pay for the date.
No. Tap
No.
into you. No. Tap into
No, me,
your.
I'm just asking. At what point are you the one approaching the man? Is there a
Me
point? Yeah,
approach a man.
exactly.
Me. Clever
So me,
to
I'm-
Shiro.
Exactly.
Morio
So I've always
Kikiayo.
said the person who came to me to ask me for a date
Yeah.
should be the person to.
No, I do not
pay.
care whether I'm the one who has come to ask you for the date. I do not care whether I'm the one who said hi. I do not care whether I'm the one who mistakenly tapped you on the side of the road and said hey so that you can say hi to me and ask me. No. But I cannot in my feminine energy ask for a man to go out with him. No.
Or you
I
cannot
cannot.
outrightly
I
ask.
cannot.
Yeah.
And if we go for a date, even if you're a friend, there is no I'm going to pay for a bill. I have tapped into my feminine energy because I told myself there is no way in life at this point I am going to get there is no way there is no way there
So
is
by your
no way.
argument, you can't have platonic friends who are male.
You can't.
I can, but they need to pay for bills. Me, my friends pay for bills.
So even if it's a platonic friendship
They
and the other
pay.
party is male, you require them to.
They pay.
What?
They know the standard.
So that's the
Why
standard
do they
You
have a
guys,
standard for your romantic
you
life?
guys, because I am no, not them. They're friends. They're just not. You guys have seen. I've received a call right now.
But do you feel like also
He
there
would
is
have, if I was to go out right now,
Yeah.
if I had accepted to go out with him right now as
Yeah.
a friend,
Yeah.
he would have paid for my Uber because he's done that before.
But do you feel like also
Uh.
now because there are times when genuinely he also doesn't have the resources.
Guys, please.
But
if
now
you don't have
the ones who don't have the resources but are genuine, which are few,
stay away from me.
now are taking the fall because of these ones who have misused the limits
Why
they've been
am I
given.
why am I hanging
The
out
privilege.
with why am I hanging out with someone who doesn't?
Where this is not a classist
Why,
space.
no, honestly, no, that's me. Like, why am
Yeah.
I? No,
Why are you-
honestly,
Mhm.
why am I hanging out
Mhm.
with someone
Can't.
who can't afford to give me the comfort
Have you
that
ever
I
heard the
deserve?
story of the
Why?
guy who went out with a chick, and the guy asked the chick, "Can you date a broke, like a struggling man?"
Mm-hmm.
And the chick said no. And the guy said, "You know, to me, you are the one who's struggling in this dynamic right now."
Because you couldn't afford.
No, because I'm the one with like more money.
But you see, at the end of the day, whatever you're providing me with, I can easily afford. Yeah,
Oh.
if you ask me for if right now you ask me for a date,
Yeah.
and I can easily afford whatever you're presenting, whatever you're giving me.
Okay.
I do not ask for men things that I cannot
That you
afford.
cannot give yourself.
I will give I know what I want. If you're not there at the end of the day, what value are you bringing into my life?
At the end of the day, I respect that that's the standard that you set.
Yeah,
That's okay.
because I can
that's
easily
okay.
afford
Yeah.
it. I'm not a woman who will probably ask for a date at Fogogaucho, which is very expensive, and I can't take myself there. No, I can easily take myself there. It's just because without you, what value are you bringing into my life? Is the value that you're bringing into my life nice dates and everything and taking me to high places? No, without you, I can easily afford this.
Yeah,
I can still do it.
With that argument, I use the same argument, and that is why I have completely no use for men. Because if I can take myself to
Then why are you
Gaucho,
here?
Yeah.
and I genuinely enjoy my company, why am I going with you? Why do I have to suffer through a conversation on what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Me, cause of that one, me, if somebody asks me what my values are one more time, me, I'll shoot myself in the leg. Aye. Sina uwezo, sina nguvu, sina nguvu, sina uwezo. So anyway, I think we can all agree that when you're in the thick of it and when you're in love like that, you can really get to situations where you do things that at when you look back in retrospect unajiuliza to what was I thinking,
What was I
and what was I
thinking?
doing. But the lesson me I will tell myself, even as you speak and as I'm preaching to you guys as I preach to myself, is just extend yourself, please. Because in that moment you are doing the best that you can with what you knew at the time.
That's true.
And when you're in a situation where you feel like you're constantly giving, you're the one who's doing the most, also even you just catch yourself kidogo, regroup, and then see how you can maybe come out of it, or how you can just put yourself in a situation where if you're also on the winning end to some extent. But where clowning, I hope as we get older it gets better. But what's the one thing you tell your younger self about clowning as we close? Looking back at all the clowning moments you've had, what's one thing you would tell your younger self?
I was in love. It was okay at that
Bless
time.
you.
Sorry. I was in love. It was okay at that one point. But that doesn't. It doesn't make me less of a person. It just means that I get to learn. We learn from mistakes. We learn from experiences.
To that.
And right now, that's why I'm like, if you don't have money, if you can't afford me, then Nika, please stay away.
Yeah, just
Please,
stand outside.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Exit the
You
building.
can come inside.
Hey, exit 100%.
For me,
Yeah.
I would say what I'd tell my younger self consistently, even what I'd tell my last year self, is that you're enough. I think a lot of times I gave more than what I received because I felt like a fraud. I felt like I'm not.
Well, I get you.
I just I felt like I don't deserve the things I'm getting. The things I'm getting is just a privilege. It's like a favor. It's luck. So if I could just go back and tell myself, imagine you're enough. Imagine you're more. You're all that and a bag of chips. You're all that. Just consistently tell myself you are
Yeah.
all this and worth more. I think that has been even like negotiation for salaries, even like the friends I've had in my life who have drained me. Generally, it's just been I thought I wasn't worth this. So you are enough.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's very profound.
Beautiful.
I think I tell myself the same thing, but I would also tell myself, enjoy yourself.
Mm.
Because I mean, I believe in reincarnation, but now I don't even know if I'll come back as a human. Maybe I'll come back as a cockroach, and then I'll have mastered the human experience.
Yeah,
Wasting it on
true.
sons of Herod,
Ooh.
getting love the way it's not supposed to be gotten.
Maybe you'll find
So
love
I'd
as
tell-
a cockroach.
Maybe I'll find love as a cockroach. But no, how's the smashing as a cockroach? Is it as epic?
It's not.
In
It's
the
like
dark,
that.
when
Is
the
it-
owner of the
Everyone
house
is
has
asleep.
slept.
And you can do it everywhere. Actually, there are benefits. Think of it as a cockroach on the window pane, the kitchen table. Anyway, so I would tell myself, be comfortable with just being with you first.
Yes.
And give yourself all the love and all the grace and all the second chances and all, just give yourself the good things first before you try and give it to other people. And stop making other people your projects. You're not a deputy Jesus.
Yes.
You're not a mini god.
You're not
You're
a
just
white
you.
man.
You're not a mother.
You're not mama everybody. You're
You're
only
not
mama.
married.
You're only a mother to one baby
Okay,
girl, and that's it.
Yeah.
Unless you choose to adopt other kids, I need to learn that I need to release people, no matter how much I care or love them, and just allow them to have their own experiences as well, and also learn to let go. Sometimes we really, I think a lot of instances where love is concerned and even clowning, I would have avoided so much heartache if I would have just told myself at this point, okay, pick whatever dignity you have left and go. Sometimes it takes so long. It could be years even.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a lesson that I would tell my younger self. I would tell myself, learn to be comfortable with just being with yourself, and then learn to let go. Learn to let go. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to this particular episode. I hope you've picked something from all our clowning stories. As you can see, we have been through the ghetto, and it only gets worse because the dating pool out here is trash. It's giving we are rummaging through Dandora, but we remain hopeful.
Nice
We
one.
remain hopeful. And if you're listening to this and you've clowned,
Oh my
extend
God.
yourself as much grace as we have extended ourselves. We're sending
Yes,
you love and
please.
hugs. You've got this, babe. And if you need to cut him off, this is your sign. Cut him off.
Cut.
If you need to
The
cut her
fuck
off,
off.
too, because there are babes who are out here being toxic as well, cut her off as well. And if your partner is also a babe as well or a man, cut them. Just do the needful.
Yeah.
Choose you, love you, pick you. I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for listening in, love and light, and see you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode and being part of my journey. I would love to hear from you. Find me on Instagram at Yvette Wanzu. Find me on Gmail at tewanzu@gmail.com. Feel free to write to me so that we can interact and get to know each other a little bit better. Thank you so much for being part of my journey and for walking with me and doing this thing called life with me. See, we just do life together. Ama, have a good one. Sending you love and light, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.